right now. I am going to make the transcription and audiovisual reply according to the proposal submission. I think that the methods that we must consider for next hackathon must be considered the support to create the team, the IP management prior to create the team, the IP management with the organization. It is important, but well, in this case, we have three options. I'm going to select this option because AI for societal good can include building WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, and Oculus. AI on Edge. If we think about social good, we can design something for Edge. We must use technology for the benefit of humans and the socialists of our civilization. Concerning the explain my idea and solution, yesterday I was writing that I'm going to sleep some hours to keep refreshing to reply it. And well, I need to make 100 words. I'm going to make a prompt to provide this question, but we have several ideas. But I think that the general idea is improve the connection of humanity, including people and organization, compatibility in goals, problems, purposes, interests, mission, vision, hypotheses, needs, opportunities, values, virtues, and I don't know if I forget something. Well, that's what I remember for the moment. But those are criteria of connection. That's like the main idea. And it includes, for example, provide another things. But that's like the main idea. And the solution, there are a lot of solutions and there are a lot of hypotheses. I think that it is very complex to reply in 100 words. But I am going to see, according to the instruction, how we can reply it. So we have three questions to submit ideas, because the problem is that we have several ideas, but let's talk about the general idea. So submit a detailed proposal of your solution product. Okay, but the point is that if we want to build in WhatsApp, we can have some functionalities and user stories inside a product. But well, we can also create new products, but that's a follow decision. I think that about your method, systems, algorithms, things like that, we can increase it. Don't forget that Human Right 27 give us the right to enjoy the benefit of science. And that's the way how the scientific method works. I want to open this in order to remember it, the human rights. And don't forget that in this case, we don't have the rules. So clear rules, eternal friends. That's something, I don't know the right translation, but that's an Italy quote that I remember right now. So I am going to share the document that I started today at this hour. It is based on another document that I already submitted to Meta to apply as an employee, but it was ignored. Hope in this time it must be considered. The AI Hackaton with Meta Llama project, I also want to consider that you must open the last version of this document, not the submitted document, because in this case, I need to submit a detailed proposal, a file. And I'm going to keep improving this document when the hackathon finished, when the hackathon started, and it is important to consider the last version. Well, team information. Right now, I am seeing that the people is not sure about applicate to the hackathon. I don't know the exactly reasons, but it seems that it is because we have a pending a legal affair with Meta for the censorship, for the violation of human rights, for the crimes in Colombia, the hate crimes. And it seems that they was a little bit scared. They don't want problems. That's something that it seemed that it was difficult to get the team. I also want to share that I was I created a group with the people in this city. It seemed that someone left the group. I don't know if it was banned, Digan Patel, but I already shared it in this group that I don't know if Leonardo Martinez submitted. I already sent him the reply that he must send, that what he need to do, but nobody replies. I already it's supposed that I had the four people. I am going to add someone else to see if it can join in this group and see if we can add them after validate the document. I don't know, but in this case, it seems that for the moment it's only me. But I think that later so the people can join. Some people is left in the group. Adarsh Patel, I'm going to add him. That he's someone that I remember from India. And I'm going to add Afra Samad. I'm going to see if it works. You can see the censorship, no? That it takes a lot of time to just search for a name in a small database of users. Only my database is only 10,000 people. And well, I validated the team. He is one of the judges. Dear Mr. Hamid, nice to meet you. This Mr. Harsan. So people from WhatsApp, I hope we can make a partnership beyond the hackathon, but it is like the way to open the door. I already shared that it is important to consider it. And well, I was waiting that Tarun Hagal join it, but it was not possible. He don't reply me. And well, most of these people is located, most of these humans are located in India, and some of them are working in WhatsApp, and well, that's what I try for the moment, and that's what I can reply. The contact name, I'm going to provide the email of Bollman. I want to see what email can I provide. Project title. Well, I think that project title, enter the name of your project. Mindser is not a project. Mindser is an organization, but project title, negotiation with Meta and Big Tech. This is the project. Negotiations and Big Tech for the benefit of all humanity. That's the name of the project. I think that we can. Hackathon team. Select one of the following. In this case, I want to reply that AI for social good. We need to search all the things that I shared in Meta, all the things that I have in the reproduction list related with Meta negotiation, with WhatsApp negotiation, with the hackathon. You must extract the transcription, and we need to organize it to create the model, because I already shared several ideas in the voice notes of Meta, in the words that I shared in Meta, in the videos of YouTube, in the transcription of tactic. We need to extract all of this data to use it to consider all the initiative for AI, and we need to extract all the data of the different documents. I authorize it to create the model because I don't have the resources and the knowledge to create the model. And we need to make it with Meta technology to build on WhatsApp. We also can build on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and Oculus. I have ideas for them, but I want to focus on WhatsApp because it is an instant messaging app, and people is more engaged in WhatsApp. And I have been focused mainly in WhatsApp during the last years, WhatsApp and LinkedIn, but the people is more engaged with WhatsApp. And you know that I have several ideas, and we need to extract them and organize them. It will be great if we create a framework, a visualization of this information, but we need to process it. It is very important. For example, in tactic, we only can process one conversation at a time, and we need to process everything, and we need to make a repository in different groups. It doesn't matter if the user must pay something for this. It is very important. There are several ideas in considering, for example, ideas to help managing projects with WhatsApp and use this data for tracking the teams. There are a lot of ideas, but we have ideas in the 3 teams of the hackathon. So that's something that we must consider. I'm going to display the point. The economic development, I already have an idea with this number. Let me see, I don't remember the right number. I write it in the presidential campaign of Sergio Fajardo. He was a teacher of Berkeley. He's a PhD in mathematics. And it is a broad idea, but it is the document with the number 23. And I also have a group inside WhatsApp explaining this idea for this specific point of the future of work. We can create different systems and we can integrate it with Meta product, and it will be awesome because Meta already have the users, and it is very, very important for humanity. So another idea that I want to repeat is that we can create an store for each Meta product. I remember that Facebook already have a store of application, but we can make a store of interfaces, of buttons, of stickers, or if someone wants to share it for free, or for methods, or for ideas, and the artificial intelligence of Llama validate the idea if it could be great for Meta, and then scale them to a human, that we can make crowdsourcing, crowd inventing, crowd creation, crowd inspiration, and the people can receive shares, money, can receive the royalties of potential patentable methods. We can use it inside Meta product. We must give an example of open innovation, and anyone could be Meta partner or shareholder or things like that, and we can make it in any company or a less big tech company in the world. It will be great if we can make it with any company in the planet. It is very, very necessary. So scale business solutions. So concerning this point, business solutions, support for small businesses, I want to remember another draft of a patent that I shared in 2088. We must consider it in Meta. It is the document number 11. It is for a social network for manufactured products. We must conditionate it to an educational process, and we need to go deep about this idea. But I have already the idea. I haven't written it, and I begin to share the ideas when I have someone to hear me, or some people, and that's the way it works. And I have been sharing a lot of ideas in Meta, but I can integrate it in the few minutes that I have right now. So concerning science and innovation, so a very important point with the climate, health, agriculture, accessibility, and health is that we need to improve the interaction in the groups. The people can, we need to create different initiatives, for example, to teach people about the issues of climate change. For example, that we can create with Llama an infographic about something, about an environmental problem, to create consciousness about the climate change, and integrate the research, the scientific research, and display it in a way that any person could understand. For example, concerning health, for example, in Meta we have different groups of health, and I think that we must improve it, and we can make a track with doctors and things like that with the groups for studying. I think that we can create this coach, and we can create bots for coaching us according to specific criteria, and be monitored later by a doctor. For example, it is a broad idea. Accessibility. I was sharing about the importance to create a planetary network of people with disabilities. We need to create a fraternity network to outlaw the stories of the people with disabilities. We need to create functions. For example, that people, I was sharing a voice note that on LinkedIn and in Meta, I am seeing that it's the same, that any people with disability to hear can read the voice notes on everything, the transcription, or can make a summary. And also with accessibility, the people, the elderly people, can give an instruction to Yama inside Meta products to tell them, I want to create a group, I want to put an administrator, I want to store a contact, things like that. Because, for example, my father, he don't know to use the Meta products and the technology, and he use WhatsApp, only WhatsApp, but not in a good way. And I have been facing the same issue with several people, and we need to make it more accessible. We need to create a buttons and interaction to explain how to use the features of Meta inside the product, an explanation, and provide official videos, official infographics, official images of how it works. I didn't see it in a good way, and it is very, very important to make accessible. Concerning the agriculture, I think that it is important to support the traceability of and the impact of the food that we are eating. We are affecting our soils, and we need to create standards for good practices in agriculture. I am working right now with an organization who is focused in regenerative agriculture, and it is very, very important, ladies and gentlemen, and provide good practices, and we must create the standards, but it is another idea that we must consider. Infrastructure support. Well, the infrastructure of Meta is important for humanity, but I am not going to talk about it right now. I think that it could be very important to facilitate the integration of good practices in infrastructure. Of if we are talking about construction, for example, that new materials, new ways to construct, create communities about it, and easy to locate in WhatsApp and the different social network, because sometimes the notification, we must set specific elements for notification in groups. It is important. I want to share some ideas related to notification. For example, when someone is in different groups, and if he receives the same message in different groups, he could receive only one notification of this message, because sometimes the people gets mad or bored because they perceive that they are receiving the same messages in different groups, and they perceive it as such as spam. We need to improve the spam method of WhatsApp. It must be more human. I think that we must have the right to understand why we was banned. It is very important, because you created a group, because you send a message to someone who is outside of your network, because you received 10, 20 reports in one group or in a specific group, and things like that. Or if someone wants to make public that he's reporting, it could be also important. And when we report, we need to include more feature for the report. The specific reason, because we don't have this option. We just can click on report, and it is not enough, and it is very important. I remember that we only have 4 or 5 options. So concerning public services, we have several ideas. Most of them are related with citizen participation, participatory budget. The WhatsApp group, we must include, for example, the registration of the person in a form before entering a group. We need to include a lot of rules to create the groups. For example, notification with your government ID before enter a group. You must be identified we also need to consider the hidden option of the option to hide our number, and we can pay for it, something symbolic. I also think that we must disaggregate the cost of the services. We can have a set of features, and we can make a small payment for all these features. And for example, in a group, we can receive the support of artificial intelligence, that if we have a debate in a group or in a call group, that in WhatsApp it is like a voice chat, or on Instagram or Facebook, because sometimes people have discussion, but it's not so deep than in WhatsApp or a letter I have been seeing. We also need to connect the chats in Facebook and WhatsApp if the people wants to make it. It is also very important, and in Instagram we can make it. And we also need to allow to connect the calls in WhatsApp with the calls in Google Meet or in Zoom, on this like that. It is very important because sometimes we need to make it. So the point is that we need to allow, for example, the votes in the groups, and then create reports of the votes and give instruction if someone don't vote in a group. For example, he can keep in the group, or he can participate if someone don't vote. And we must use it as an official information for the government. If we make a petition, we can also start the petition in WhatsApp and then start to sharing it with official identification and with official signature. Based on discussion of WhatsApp, we need to connect WhatsApp with change, for example, because sometimes you make a campaign in change, and you can create an official group on WhatsApp or Facebook or something like this, and the people don't get engaged when we have the same cause. It only notificates sometimes through email. And well, concerning this point, there are a lot of ideas for this. Concerning migration, I already shared the ideas with the UXIS and the Department of Justice of the United States, some of them. But well, we need to go deep about it. Education and skill development. I think that through WhatsApp, people can learn a lot of. And if we have integrated, for example, when we have a debate, I already shared this user story and functionality. We have a lot of issues because the people thinks that each one have the reason, and it is very complex for the piece, because artificial intelligence, for example, have been doing the prompts with the message that I received, but only the text when it is text, or I give the broad scope. But we can make analytics to a voice note, for example, remembering the biases, if he is biased, and the fallacies. I don't read the right translation, but it is important because the people start to learning to improve the logic, because we have a lot of separation with the debates of the people, and it is very important. We also must promote the education, the courses throughout the groups. It is very important because the people can learn with others in a group, and we must create different rules to learning. And for example, make quizzes with WhatsApp, tests, and open videos, keep the tracking. It will be great. And well, concerning education, this proposal is the broad proposal that I have been sharing here. And the other point, very important point, is that we are planning in a WhatsApp group, Educova, a social network for educators, masters, professors, teachers, philosophers, scientists, inventors, all those who learn something for the people, technical, scientific, spiritual, anyone who learns something. I think that we must integrate it in order to promote the Sustainable Development Goal for education of quality. And well, it is an idea, but it is a broad idea. We are only in the teams for AI for social good, build for Bharat. I don't have idea about these Indian languages. And well, that's something that I can provide some idea right now. So the other point is innovate with Llama 3.1 and later models to add intelligent, user-friendly journeys and creative experiences on WhatsApp. Whoa. In order to make it real, to create user-friendly journeys and creative experience, we need to encourage, we need to incentivize, to promote, to inspire visual artists in a broad way. We need to make another project of UX research, but very focused, organizing the journey in a structured way with a specific validation authorized by Meta, by the big tech company, because we need to design the future of digital experience and digital interactions and digital transaction. That's what we can call Web3, Web4, and things like that. But in order to go deep about it, it is something important. So another point that could be important is to create a search engine of groups. I already shared it about it, but it is very, very important, ladies and gentlemen. So the point is that it is very important to include metadata in the groups related to the goals of the group, to the problems related with the group, with the sustainable development goals of the group, with the purposes of the group, and artificial intelligence can suggest it according to the conversation and the perception of the people interacting in a group. And then if the people wants to make it, it can be public or private, but it must be defined because it is very difficult for people to set a goal. And I already have been doing some experiments and prompts with Tactic and OpenAI. Tactic, ChatGPT, and OpenAI. In fact, in this case, I shared them a proposal, but they don't want to accept it. The same proposal was sent to Meta, Google, and they don't reply. Why? Because the right to petition is not a fundamental human right. Ladies and gentlemen, and I consider that in this century, we must proclaim the right to petition as a fundamental human right, and the peace has another fundamental human right, how we proclaimed it in a suit against United Nations. Because on December 10, 1948, I remember that they told that they consider the petition as a fundamental human right, and that it is considered as a fundamental in different constitutions, but in the United States, it seems that it is not fundamental, and more if you are not a citizen or resident. In my case, for example, when I was in this part of the planet last year, I remember that people get mad when I say them that if they can translate a petition to someone else because it is legislated in Colombia but not in United States. And I remember that I was asking if we have something similar to tutelage action, and the name is injunction, and I didn't know about it. But well, this is something that we must consider in this case, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. So the point is that concerning with AI chatbots, we can automate customer service. Yes, it is important, and we can automate also citizen service and human service, because sometimes the governments, they have very, very bad service. And ladies and gentlemen, for example, we can make a question with the data and information of a government and use it as a quote in a discussion in a group, and in a petition it can be automatically created and receive it as an official reply from the government. We can create those kind of AI chatbots. On the other hand, considering that we are proposing to make a store in different meta products, we can consider a store of chatbots. If we can create chatbots to purchase, we can purchase also, for example, buttons, stickers, interfaces, interactions. We can also methods. We can also buy methods if someone wants to make it for free. For example, I am giving a gift for humanity with all of these methods in order to create a new organization. With humanity has each woman is a shareholder, and I'm going to put different assets in order to provide any type of wealth to this organization. So, for example, but it doesn't matter. The point is that we don't have too much time, less than 2 hours, it seemed, if I am not bad. It is almost 70. No, I am wrong. Yes, it is almost 7,200 seconds. We have more than 700 seconds. Implement use cases, implement AI for both video, unique and scalable use cases. So, well, concerning marketing campaigns, if we, for example, if we have the goals of a group, of the people, of the problem, if we have this data, we can make more focused marketing campaigns, ladies and gentlemen. If we have the need, for example, of the people, it will be important if the people authorize it. That's the point, no? We need to consider the authorization. So, but we have a lot of information that we have on Facebook and we are not using it. And for example, when we have a community, we must be allowed to segment the post to specific people and not all the people of a community of a group. At this moment, we are banned on Facebook, and I can't believe it, ladies and gentlemen, and I don't know why. I remember it that in the past, maybe in 2016, we can send a post to the people with specific pages that we're following, and right now it is not possible. You must pay a new advertisement to make it real, and I think that it is unfair, and it is banned. It is banned. So that's another problem, ladies and gentlemen. It seems that now I was banned. Let me see in my phone. I'm reading something that something is full. Okay. No, let's continue. AI-driven chatbot. Yes, we can also receive suggestion about a conversation in a chatbot for a specific company. We can use something to consider the notification of those companies. Well, concerning AI for both video, it is very important to use the information of voice and videos to transcribe it, make summaries of the people, because it is very important. Really important. Personalized experiences, AI-driven shopping campaigns, and self-serve recommendation at scale. It is only focused in shopping, business, consuming. That's all what we have on the mind. Consuming. Explode the planet, consuming, shopping. What is happening with social? What is happening with environmental awareness? I am not against this model, but we need to consider the non-renewable resources and renewable resources according to our current science and technology. Because I am seeing only chopping, market the market, chopping, pushing, market the market, chopping, consuming, exploring the planet, consuming, chopping, Figaro. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at this moment, the impact is to enrich WhatsApp with AI that enhances user interaction and personalization. So, in order to go very deep on this, we must analyze each button, each interaction in a very deep way. For example, the user interaction. When you are banned for spam, it is very bad. Only 2 interfaces. We must improve it, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that's one point. We have more ideas, but that's all for the moment. We must use everything that we have on the web in a public and hidden and private way, talking with people, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go with team number 3. First, model optimization. Fine-tune JAMA 3.1 and later models for low latency and efficiency on each device. Yes, that's very important. I don't know how to make it real, but the point is that we have a lot of problem of latency and efficiency. We must be able to pay to store the information such as Telegram in the cloud and not in the phone, because it consumes a lot of storage and it have a lot of books, because I don't know why it creates a very big backup of the information in the phone, and it makes no sense. And I don't know why you are sending the backup to Google Drive, but well, Telegram, I don't know where it is stored, but it is something to consider. Well, the other point is that I don't know why WhatsApp store a new video and picture in each group, and people use send the video and picture. It makes no sense for me. I don't know why, and it increased the storing of the battery. It makes no sense. But this something that I have to say for the moment. Real-time AI for video processing, natural language processing, and object recognition on devices like a smartphone and Internet of Things, ladies and gentlemen. It is very, very awesome. For example, if we have a discussion with someone, real-time AI can suggest, what do you think if you join for this goal? What do you think if you join to innovate in this problem? And that's something that we have been planning with Mindser. So Mindser, don't forget that it means minute zero. And we must spell Mindser, but we were planning to position a Manus accelerator. Why? Because Mindser Manos and Bolman, Mindser Manos, Bolman, it was neuro-linguistic programming. The reason, because it named Mindser, and Mindser means minute zero, but we must explain Mindser, because Mindser, minute zero, but we say Mindser, Manos, because we are refugees, not criminals. When I was last year in United States as a criminal in a jail, but we only are able to work with the hands in United States and first world countries. Most of us, of Latins, manos, because it is inspired this accelerator that is also in a partnership with Meta, Google, Harvard. Whoa. As you can see in Fortune 500, ladies and gentlemen. Well, the point is that Mindser and Manos and Bolman means the volcano of Andres Manos, because I am tired to just be concerned with work with my hands with blue collar jobs. That makes no sense, ladies and gentlemen, and I am tired about it. The point is that we can use our mind, because we are moving to knowledge economy. We are moving. Okay, so let's keep iterating jokes in United States. I don't know if those kinds of jokes could be well received on England and other countries that speak English. So the point is just an iteration to make it a little bit fun, ladies and gentlemen. Time is running. Don't forget, Mark Zuckerberg seems that he's gaining, I don't know exactly, $150,000 per second. $150,000 per second. I don't know if it's that right expelling, but each second $150,000. And right now I don't have no longer more than $100. And it makes no sense. I have been praying for this idea since a lot of decades ago. And well, the moment is now, ladies and gentlemen, offline AI. AI. Well, it is very important natural language processing. I was explaining some of the challenges that I perceive it. It is like a black box for me, but I was sharing something that we must consider for it that are being validated concerning the natural language processes. Well, it is in this document. Meta already watched it, and we are on Hackaton team. Well, let's continue. Let's continue. Offline AI develop AI application that function without internet connectivity. Oh, for the moment, I think that I don't have any specific idea for this. But, well, maybe with our conversations, we can analyze our conversation. We can start writing books, for example, or scripts for videos concerning our conversation. It is something that we must consider without internet connectivity. If we store a model in our cell phones or computers, Turing machines. So the point with Team 3 is impact. Make AI accessible on everyday devices, especially in resource-limited areas such as Colombia, such as India, Africa. Africa is nice. I remember my friends from Africa that I met last year in the jail of San Diego, California, Otay Mesa jail for refugees. Okay, let's continue. So that's what we have for now concerning this point. That's what I have to. I need to move because I'm going to describe it. Describe problem statement. Describe the real world problem your project aims to solve. Well, we have very different projects. The problem is that we have a lot of problems, but I'm going to let artificial intelligence that considered it according to this transcription to see what will happen, and I'm going to explain that I make it with artificial intelligence, but I am also going to send this document. I think that this invitation could be good to consider with meta organization. Solution overview. Briefly explain your solution. Briefly, what is the approach your team is taking to solve the problem? Well, we have different problems. The problem, okay. The problem statement is that we don't have massive tools to manage and match by problems and facilitate the identification of problem, the management of problem, and the matching by problem. That's that I can say for the problem. That's one problem. One problem. You are asking me for a problem statement, and I think that's one problem. Meta and Mr. Mark Zuckerberg and Mrs. Priscilla Chan. So let's continue, ladies and gentlemen. Solution overview. Briefly explain the solution. What is the approach your team is taking to solve the problem? One solution is that if the humans allow it, we can train artificial intelligence according to their conversation to suggest how to organize the problems and promote another thing, another important thing concerning what the problems we have been researching and validating 3 matching criteria, ladies and gentlemen. You are not going to believe it, ladies and gentlemen. For example, just one example. You can match with one human or organization who have the same problem or a similar problem. For example, one match criteria. We are matching because we have the same problem. One example. Okay? Let's continue, ladies and gentlemen. You can match with one organization or human. It doesn't matter if it is male or female or if it is another genre, because we have a lot of invention of different genres. But well, the point is that you can match with with organization and humans. No, with organization and humans. It can be various who are interested in the same problem or compatible problem, because some problem could be specific and general to a problem. So it is 1 point. So when you are interested in a problem, it does not mean that you have the solution for the problem or that you have the problem. You can be interested in a problem, but you don't have the problem, and it doesn't matter if you have the solution. It is another matching criteria that I have been validated in the UX research that I did with my time, and nobody pays me for that. And it's in, I'm not sure if it will be captured the value for Meta, and they give up to 3,000 and maybe a 500,000 grant from JAMA, or if we are going to donate it for equal humanity, if we are not going to patent, well, I don't know. But next point. Forget it for a moment. Forget it for a while. Next point, ladies and gentlemen, let me know if I am spelling in a good way the American English, not the British English. I am British. So let's continue, ladies and gentlemen. The next point is that you can match with organization and humans who have solution for the problem, but you can reduce a problem or solve a problem. Some problems can be solved in a short term, but that's what I have for the moment concerning this point. Concerning problem and solution. And we need to go deep about UX research and human journey maps. That's what I can say for the moment. Ladies and gentlemen, and humans. Well, in Spanish, we have male genre and female genre for humans. Humanas, humanos, because it is a romantic language. In English, you say human in only one genre. So the point is briefly explain your solution. Okay, that's what I can say for the moment, only for this point, because there are different points that we explained before. How does your solution leverage Meta Gemma models? Whoa, very, very good question. I think that this question was replied before, that we need to use artificial intelligence to analyze conversation of humans and suggest all of those kinds of things to improve it. And it was explaining concerning technical details, architecture, and workflow. Provide an overview of the technical architecture of the project. You can include diagram, flowchart, or any relevant technical detail that explain the system design. For the moment, I am going to share it here, both of the patent draft that I have been writing, but there are more, but I don't have more information. How different component of visualization integrate front end, back end, AI model. For the moment, I'm going to share it. Key technologies using list of the programming languages, framework, libraries, or tools used in the development of your solution. I don't know what to reply. It might be considered later. I haven't studied in a deep way. AI model implementation. Detail how MetaJammers model is integrated into your solution. So I think that I already explained it, how we can use Gemma model in different solutions, and how we can use not only Gemma model, how we can use meta product system methods to promote the acceleration of sustainable development goals, the evolution of our civilization, the matching of humans. This is very important. It is beyond money. Money, purchasing, consuming, exploding. Describe the specific use case for the Gemma model within your project. Text generation. Yes, text generation. Natural language processing. I already explained this. Image recognition. Yes, I already explained it before. Describe the data you are using in your project. It is publicly available. Some is public and some is from the users, from the humans, sorry. Synthetic or real world, yes, you use different data. It depends of the human. How is the data collected, cleaned, and processed? Well, the data is collected with Some data is collected from internet. Some data is collected from the interaction in meta products. It is cleaned according to the prompts of the user and processed according to the prompts and instructions that humans provide to the model. Include any ethical considerations such as data privacy and bias mitigation. The ethical consideration, we have problems right now because some people in Colombia are conducting a suit against the use of their data to train AI models. But I think that each user must decide if they want to allow to use his data or some of your data to use it for our own benefit. That's what we can say. But the use of the data from the organization, it must be discussed later. And it is another issue that I don't have time to explain it right now because I am on time. Features and functionality. List the main feature of your project. Explain how the feature address the problem and provide value to user. I think that we can read the document about it, and I'm going to see the prompt, what happened. User describe how user will interact with your solution. Is that web app, mobile app, or hardware device? It is a web app, a mobile app, both, and it is also functionalities inside Meta products. Provide a user journey or walkthrough of the product. Well. We need to improve it later, but it is not represented in the way that user journey is represented, but we must consider a way to use it with artificial intelligence, no? To create a user journey according with a text information. But well, some of them can be considered right now. Or later and with the document, it can be inferred. Innovation, highlight any unique aspect of your solution. Why makes it innovative or different from existing solution? So what I am seeing right now, we are very isolated in the web. We are not managing our goals, our planning, and matching for those criteria. That's what I can say for the moment. It is used sometimes in the big tech or the corporation, but not in the large population. But there are very different aspects of the solution. Impact and potential. Define the user base or audience that your solution is designed for. The developers, it is designed for the whole humanity who uses digital tools, cell phone or computers for different. It is not only for one case, and each new network planning is used for different user, and Meta already know it because it is created in groups in the organization. Impact and benefits. Explain how your solution creates social, economic, or environmental impact. What are the measurable benefits your project will bring? Create social, economic, or environmental. Well, if we start to connect by compatibility in goals, problems, mission, vision, purpose, and needs, hypotheses, interest, values, virtues, opportunities, interest, etc., it creates a lot of value because you promote the increasing of collective intelligence, collective consciousness, and collective wisdom, because you start to match the people by different criteria of compatibility in a more deep way. It is very important, including environmental people who are working in same environmental problems that can make partnerships, for example, economic that we can make business, or social that we can make non-profit. In fact, we need to improve WhatsApp for business, and we need to create WhatsApp for non-profits. There are more than 10 million of non-profits. For example, buttons for donation and the transparency of the resources that are received in a public account, for example. And also in the environmental impact we were talking about the ideas that were related to consider the pollution of our behavior on internet. Not only the footprint carbon, different information. It is something that we must start to consider in Meta, and it has a lot of benefits, ladies and gentlemen. Next point, but scalability. I am on time. Scalability and future plans. Discuss the potential for scaling your solution. Oh, if we use metadatabase, it will be scalable. How it can be expanded or improved in the future. It can be, well, I am going to reply it in a deep way later, but it can be expanded and improved if we create buttons and features in the products who allows to share the ideas for the people and a specific compensation if it is included in any digital product. For example, it could be a way to scaling because it will be constantly improved with ideas of different people. It is one scheme to promote the crowd creation, crowd collaboration, crowd imagining, crowd discovery, crowd researching, and we must include it, ladies and gentlemen. Mention any future plan for development, such as new feature, further optimization, or market expansion. We are going to open market in Mars, Venus. We already have the market. The market, well, the market. Yes. The point with this question, let me think about it. The future plans. The future plan is to improve the Kardashev scale and Drake equation. I think that's the plan, the spatial exploration, and also to understand the planet, to respect our planet, Gaia. Well, but the features, there are different features that we must consider, but we must include new buttons to use it. Right now, we have 12 p.m. in Colombia. It is near to be ending the day in India, on India or in India. Let me see the time in India right now. Let's see. Kindly see the delay that I have right when I open this window. It was the time that I see, because I need conclusion. Provide a brief summary of your project, including the problem you addressed. Well, it was explained before. I hope ChatGPT and OpenAI, please, in this question, reply them. And the solution you developed and the EPAN you hope to achieve. Oh, we hope to, there are different type of impacts, but well, maybe for the moment to reach the sustainable development goals. We can summarize it for the moment in a short term. Acknowledgement, any mentor, organization, or resources that helped you during the hackathon. Well, very good question. I will remember it. I received the post from someone of WhatsApp. I think that he's from India. And in my life, I have a lot of mentors, but I will reply it later. Contact information. I'm going. The deadline is right now. Let me see how many time does I have before closing this. Right now, 10:30. I have 11:30. 12:30. I have less than 2 hours, so I need to move right now. Peace and love and fraternity, ladies and gentlemen and humans. 20202